How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if your name is Sean Diddy Combs, you are literally walking around the pew with a collection plate like your name is Tiny Tim. Can I have some money, please? Please, J-Lo, could you spare $1 million? Y'all, people are saying, and again, listen, let me know if you believe these reports. People are saying that first of all, it's Friday. I thought all the Diddy's was saying Diddy was going to be out by Wednesday at the latest the weekend. Is Diddy out at the latest? It's a weekend. It's Friday. I guess we're going by California time. Diddy still ain't out. People are saying that Diddy is not out because Trump told Diddy, boy, you a broke boy. I'm partying real billionaires. Baby, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 figure billionaires. I don't even know if that exists. Who are you? If you don't get out of here, you little crusty crumbs. People are saying that Diddy now thinks that he not only has to liquidate all assets, but he is doing what he can to beg everybody behind the scenes quietly. That's what's being reported. Let me know if you believe the rumors. Famous and rich behind the scenes quietly, because you know Diddy can't make a public approach and he can't threaten anybody because it's hard to threaten somebody when you literally making up rumors that you got held but with a Colgate toothbrush to your to your throat. And then Diddy's best friend Carlucci talking about, I don't know whether the guards were called or he fought him off. Baby, Diddy ain't doing ish in jail. That's why he literally screaming trying to come home. Anyway, let's get back on point. They're saying that he is begging everyone from ex-girlfriends, J-Lo. He's asking Young Miami to put feelers out. He's leaning on all his billionaire friends. He's leaning on all his political connects. My question is, did you ask your lawyers? Why don't you ask your lawyers to give some of the money back? Probably Mark Agnifilo would be like, huh? Diddy, I had to, the money was spent before you left. They probably all put their money away like, I've been spent that money. We owe debt, but we'll ask around and see if anybody can give your collection plate. Now, the thing is, when I heard these rumors, the first thing I thought was, hold on a second. If Diddy is asking J-Lo, Ron Burkle, even quietly, maybe even the Carters, even though Jay-Z said they weren't friends, Jay-Z strikes me as the type that would block Diddy. Like, that's one thing I will say about Jay-Z. He don't suffer fools and he don't suffer casualties. He seemed like he would have blocked Diddy. Like I said, we weren't cool, block. But if you're asking all these people to either give money or see if any of their wealthy people can actually give money. My first thing was, well, how are you planning on paying this back? Well, I did a little research, and it seems the streets have a theory about that. Diddy is planning on paying it back because remember when we all laughed him out of the thing when we said, when he said he was going to be on Madison Square Garden, and we were like, according to Jerica, to do what? Oh, perform? Perform what? Because your last album flopped. Now, you might be a big deal still overseas, but in America, I think the numbers spoke for themselves. And this is even before Cassie's thing came. The thing actually flopped, okay? So you have that Diddy mess going on. He's asking for money out. How are you going to pay it back? Because they're going to keep close ties on your accounts. You can't do anything illegal. I don't even think entertaining is really big because at the end of the day, when you were free man, it flopped. And also, I think the Didiots like the idea of supporting Diddy, but I don't think they'd actually give money to go support Diddy, or maybe they will. I don't know if they have money to go support Diddy, but maybe they do. But here's the thing. They said that Diddy saw what Jay-Z's been up to while Diddy's been locked up. And they're saying that this is how Diddy plans to get back on his feet. No, not Jay-Z. Jay-Z met with, I think, the sheik of, or the prince or king of Abu Dhabi. There we go, right? And all the Arab nations from Qatar, whatever, they're trying to get into entertainment. They're trying to get into film. And they're trying to get into music. Diddy thinks that if he can get his way out of freedom, the way he's going to rebuild his fortune and the way he's going to get his power back is to say, forget the United States. He plans to jump over to Dubai, to Qatar, to Saudi Arabia. Maybe, I think probably definitely Dubai, where they don't look at the things he did as too bad. And when I say the things he did, maybe they don't look at the way he treated the victims as a deal killer. The people with money, if you believe the Dubai Porta Potty stories and all that other stuff, right? So they are saying that Diddy is adamant, and this is why he is so desperate to give out. He is begging, he is borrowing, he is stealing, he will liquidate whatever, he will pledge allegiance to whatever, he will become a Republican lackey, he will do whatever he can if he can get out, because he is certain. Because just like he was visionary for the way he could build out 90s hip hop, or was it 80s, 90s, 2000s hip hop, who knows? Just the way he was visionary for the way that he could build out the clothing brand, just as the way he had a vision, he thought he can do it. He now sees that the Middle East is the future, okay? And he now thinks that he can make his comeback by going through the Arab nations, that he can be the Scooter Braun to the Arab nations, helping scouting talent, helping building up their record labels. Because again, all the Arab, they're taking over sports, entertainment, music, all that. He can be their Scooter Braun. He can help find talent. He can hone talent. He can usher in talent. And he is hoping that he can even maybe get a residency in Dubai or whatever, where he can perform at clubs, get paid millions and millions of dollars, literally doing a residency. Because don't forget that Eurotrash jet set shit, they loved Diddy. They were the ones that made him a billionaire. Yes, I know Black America, we lifted him up, but they grabbed him and they took him into like, oh, you into that overseas money, okay? He is certain that if he can get out within the next year, he can latch onto that and he can help build it out, and he can build himself, and he can build his empire. And if he builds his empire, okay, he can pretty much live overseas, right? He can pretty much live overseas in wealth and, get this, in seclusion, because the laws about what you do to people overseas, I mean, I'm sure there are laws, but you get it. It's not like the way America is. Now, when I heard this, there were two things that popped in my mind. I said, but wait, ain't that fool on parole? How for the 5 years of parole are you going to be overseas? Well, apparently there is an exception. If you have to be overseas for your livelihood, they will give exemptions. Now, you can't live overseas, but let's just say you're doing a residency 6 months out the year and you need this for your livelihood and to support everything, and actually even to pay restitution. Then they will allow you to work overseas and you will be monitored from afar, right? You'll work overseas and you'll be monitored from afar, and he can go and build his fortune. Why would that be good for him? Well, 5 years of probation is a lot. If he's in the US, they are going to be watching him like a hawk. And I mean like a hawk. He's not even going to be able to sneeze without the prosecution being like, what? Oh, okay, bless you, right? But if he's overseas, that means a lot of things that happen, he can make go away. A lot of the prostitutes that he likes to hire, well, he can just say he met them strolling through the sand dunes. A lot of things that he's into, if you have money, power, and access to the ruling class that controls the police, the natives, the Emiratis, and I'm not saying they put up with it, but just hear me out. If the Emiratis that control the police, if you've been in Dubai, you know that as a foreigner, you have almost zero rights. The Emiratis have all the rights. The Emirati can look at you and be like, she said something bad to me, and they will put your ass in jail and you will sit there until they're ready to let you out. The Emiratis literally do. They have all the power. As a foreigner, you have none, which is why it's weird that so many people go to Dubai over and over and over. It is nice. It is safe until it's not, because when it goes left, you have no rights. Right? And they look at foreign women as we're haram anyway, right? So because of that, when something happens to a foreign woman, oh, well, guess she was at the wrong place, wrong time. Think about it. It's pretty ingenious. And I guess this is how Diddy had the big bucks, right? Think about it. Get out. See if you can buy a pardon, even if you have to go into debt, promising everybody you'll get out of it. Okay, where are you going to get the money? You're going to make it overseas. If you get permission to be overseas most of the time, you can get all your craziness out of your system overseas. And when you come back home, you can just play family man. Your parole officer can't be overseas all the time with you. They have to fly in, this and that, blah, blah. The Emiratis control that place so much that they'll even know when people are coming in on the flight logs. Again, it's pretty ingenious. Diddy can stay his 5 years over there. He won't be able to get in trouble because he'll know the police chief. He can earn his money and he can help grow out a bad boys Middle Eastern thing, right? Record label where he will get millions upon millions upon millions and soon become a billionaire. He also thinks that he can maybe partner with some of them over there and make like hip hop hotels. The same way there's hard rock hotels, there are hip hop hotels. He builds a record label over there and he thinks that he can make that whole region popping the way America was popping in 2010 to 2020. Again, it seems far-fetched, but Diddy has always dreamed big. And I tend to believe these rumors because I am pretty much sure Diddy is desperate to get away from not only jail, but get his money back and get out of probation. Because I do think, unlike jail, the probation, if he hasn't rehabbed, that's really going to trip him up. Again, we'll see what happens with the appeal. We'll see what happens with the pardon. But I do want to say that everybody said that Diddy was going to be out by Wednesday or this weekend. Even if Trump was considering it, he changed his mind again. Oof, he is a fickle man. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. Hold your breath. People are saying, wait, even if it's not Friday, he's going to be out by this Saturday and Sunday. Let's see. Does Trump pardon people on the weekends? You know that man like playing golf. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later.